was just fine. And yes, I do want that, but my sugar level is just fine. So let's go ahead and go over who is the team winner. The team winner, and I'm gonna start here on the left. Yellow Jellyfish ending up with a 158,000 points.
Very good.
Very nice, very nice. Them little teddy bears ending up with 194,000 points. So this was good. This was very good. Can I say last night's game, the very last game, made the difference. So the result of last night's games, teams that were combined, was Team Boom with Yellow Jellyfish and Teddy Bears with Final 9. The final result was 12 to 11.
Yes.
12 to 11.
Yeah.
And that was the difference. Final 9, 244,000 points. Excellent. Excellent. Which makes you the champion of the week. Team Boom 219. Very close. Very, very close. Very, very close. Very good. So at this time, I'd like to ask everybody from the Final 9 to come on down. Line up. Very good. Very good. Congratulations. 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 And for the two troopers that ran this team, congratulations. Isn't it great to see he's not wearing the skirt? All right. Very good, very good. All right. Everybody should give them a big round of applause. Y'all fought really hard on the field. There was some great competition. And it really did. There was a lot of going back and forth, back and forth. I think every team at one point during the week had first place. I think at one point every team had a moment at least in first place, right? I'm pretty sure. So, very good. All right, so now we've come to, do we have the, yeah, let me have all that.
Do you have the stuff?
So, yeah. Hey, somebody get me that stuff back there. All right, so at this time, we have the competitions for the tournaments. And we have the runners-up, and we have the champions of the 4 different tournaments. And we've decided next year, just to kind of prepare you, we're going to continue with these 4 tournaments, but we're going to add one more tournament. We're going to add cornhole.
Yes, sir.
Does that sound good? Thinking about that, I think cornhole would be a very good little twist to our tournament. You know, we used to do air hockey, but the problem with air hockey is that it became too. It was flying off the table. It just wasn't good. I actually got to see the ending of this one. This one was really good. And I was so excited when I was doing the brackets on this. First of all, I don't understand y'all. Why did y'all not sign up for everything? I mean, if I was here, I would be signing up for everything just to do it. But I was very excited when I was doing the brackets because there was one individual that signed up for pool, and this individual was different than all of them. because she was the only girl. And she comes up at second place, and she played a phenomenal championship. It was really good. I felt sorry for her because she had a nice shot. It just clicked and hit the 8-ball, and the 8-ball rolled in, and that's how she ended up losing. But she had a really good game going, and she was playing great all week. So come on up, Chloe, and you are set. Isn't that nice? Stay up here. So for first place, and I don't want to take anything away from him, he was actually winning whenever she did knock the 8-ball in. He was playing really good. He was knocking all the balls in. So at this time, we want to recognize JT. See that? Gave Jacob first place. Ooh. Nice. All right, y'all get here. You get this. All right. Good job, guys. So this tournament, we just started this one last year, and we really like this one. And matter of fact, I believe that y'all like this one because this is the only tournament the way I felt like everyone should look. Look at this bracket. I mean, I think everybody signed up just about for this one. So this is carpet ball. So we'd like to recognize Adrian. Come on down. Has he not gotten like 3 feet taller since last year? All right, stay there. So this year's carpet ball champion is none other than my little niece, Samantha. All right, very nice. All right, very good. Everybody got pictures? Very good. Congratulations. And they don't make a trophy for carpet ball, so I had to do bowling. Some of them you have to be a little bit more creative with some of the games we come up with. All right, so the next game we want to recognize, and I know how this young man plays. He played really great. So at this time, we want to recognize the ping pong. So the runner-up was Hayden. And this year's champion, none other than Dre. All right, so the last tournament we did was the foosball, and at this time, I'd like to bring back up Hayden as the runner-up. Good job, Hayden. Did you sign up for school in the other one? Okay, very good. All right, and this year's champion is Adrian. All right. Very good, very good. I love competition. I absolutely love competition. You know, and when Brother Travis was preaching yesterday about knowing your enemy, you have to know your enemy. You know, and when you're in competition, that's a great illustration of knowing who your enemy is and picking up their weaknesses and their strengths. And it's very quick to do that. I mean, if you're observant and you just watch, you can pick these little tendencies that they have, and you can play on that. Right, Greg?
Oh, you do like 4 times differently.
So these are, without a doubt, trophies that we take very seriously. We give a tremendous amount of thought. We put a lot of time in looking, observing, we talk, and I mean, it's not just on the field, it's in the cabins, it's during the games, it's during the services, it's just how you've responded all throughout the week. And this year, I have to say, especially on the girls' side of the house, it was very challenging, very, very challenging. I have to say this was probably one of my most enjoyable camps as far as not dealing with any issues and just having really good kids. Every one of y'all have had a really good camp. So I want to personally say thank you for that, because when you're dealing with issues, boy, it just takes the life out of you. It just really just drains you. And I feel like I have had a vacation this time. So this was really nice. This is really nice. So this year's Camper of the Year for the girls' side goes to Nicole. You know, hold on, you gotta stay up here. You know what? Hey, yeah. We get to talk about you a little bit. See here? I think everybody saw her during the games. She was very cheerful, always very encouraging. She was always in. She was just plugged in. But then today, when everybody else was done picking up, I even saw it today. She had a little cup and she was still picking up all the little balloons. You know, and that's a true leader. That's good. You know what? Let me just say this. A true leader is the best servant that you'll have.
Yeah.
That's right.
You're not going to be a good leader until you know how to be a servant. You know, a lot of people have trouble with that, but you're not going to be a leader until you know how to serve.
Right.
Amen? Good job.
Thank you.
So this year, Camper of the Year for the guys, you know, and I said it was really challenging with the girls. It was challenging with the guys too. There were several guys' names that got brought up that did really good this year. Had great camps. God is working in their lives. They're leaders. You know, they don't mind, you know, doing the things that everybody else might not really want to do. But to me, this one young man, he stood out almost from the very, very beginning. And this year we'd like to ask Joe to come on up here. Everybody got pictures? Hold on, you can stay up here. We can talk about you. You know, sometimes leaders aren't very vocal. Sometimes leaders are very quiet. Sometimes leaders are just by example. And I like that. And you led by example this week. You know what you did last year too. You had a really good camp last year, but you even excelled even more this year. And just your personality, your attitude, just your positive, you know what? That goes a long way. When I go to work, I want to work with somebody like you.
That's right.
I do. I want to be with somebody like you, because you don't bring me down, you bring me up. And it's always very encouraging. Thank you for that. What's the matter? All right, we'll start with that one. At this time, we'd like to ask Sarah Nozard, come on up. How many of y'all thought she was just adorable in those pigtails? So, believe it or not, these aren't Josh's socks. I don't even know whose socks they are. Let me just say, these socks have been up there on the back porch since day one. So I don't even know whose they are, so thank you for the donation, because Sarah's taking them home. Oh, yes. Oh, you were like a princess. Can we do the pigtails again? So, how many of y'all have enjoyed everybody being here? I have really enjoyed everybody being here. So there's a special, some little person here that has done just a wonderful job all week. She has, I hope, had a really good time. But at this time, I'd like to ask Annabelle if she'll come down. Come on down, Annabelle. I got you something. She said no. Is she hiding?
Yeah.
Well, can you bring your mom up here with you?
She did this at church. She got something for you.
Oh, well, that's okay. I don't want to embarrass her. I wanted to give her a gift. Can your sister get the award for you? Here. So this is what it is. Annabelle, you can just stay right there. Let me just tell you what it is. This is a can of slime, so you will remember never to be like these teenagers. Keep yourself clean and just always just be clean. All right. So this year, we actually had multiple camp counselors that are first years. So at this time, I'd like to have Emma come down. I'd like to recognize Emma. I'm a little bitter when she comes down here, let me just say. I've been a counselor for a lot of years, and never once in my life ever got to take a nap during the course of the day. But my girl, she can find time, and she can take naps wherever she's at. She's a napper.
I've been using this all the way home.
So like I said, we did have a few counselors for the first time. So at this time, I'd like to ask Miss Maria and Miss Sheila, come on down. I understand. So I hope you two had a great time. We have loved both of y'all being here. I hope this has been a really good experience. And you've made it. So with that, both of you get a little keepsake. Come on over here. Come on over here and get your pictures taken. You should have brought your slime. So all through the week, and it was already recognized, we just had some individuals that were just very special. They were probably some of the prettiest here. So at this time, we'd like to have the 4 little princesses to come on up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know, isn't it funny? I didn't even call their names. I got something special for them because I think this will help, especially through the school year. And you know they know how to use them.
Brother Travis, you jealous?
Flashbacks?
Before he lost his hair, he knew what he was doing.
His mom was a hairdresser.
My mom was a hairdresser.
So he says. No, you can go sit down. You know, one of the things I always love about at camp, you never know what's going to take place. You just never know what you're going to see. You can't make this stuff up. It just happens. And it's just so happened this year. And when I was going to the store, I actually saw this right here, and this is the Dancing Princess. And it's a nice little, I don't even know what this is. Oh, it's a bath bomb, so that's even better. So through the course of the week, we saw this going on, and there was nothing more enjoyable than to see. It was more like not a dancing princess, but more like a dancing bear. And this time, let's call Josh on up here. Sarah, it wasn't even close to emulating what you were doing. It was sad. Yes, I think we need to see it again. Copy this time, Josh, please. Whatever she does. Oh. I appreciate that. I really appreciate what you're doing. More than words will ever say. Yes, I appreciate that. Okay, copy it. Okay. The Dancing Bear. All right, come on up. all take your picture together.
I know you could. Oh,
So, the dancing princess. So, once again, when you go into the store, you know, my sense of humor, I just see things and it's like, oh, yeah, that looks like it could probably be used at camp. So, I got these, y'all know what this is? You don't know what these are? Yeah. It's the little monkeys. So during this week, we saw something other. Once again, you just can't make this stuff up. That really impressed me. So at this time, let's get Joe, Alex, Tyler, Seth, Dre, and Crystal. Come on down. If you remember, it was the table challenge.
I did that last year.
Yes, you did. You were the original, because you are the man. So because you are the man, do you have a preferred color that you would like? Because I'll give it to you first. Red. Do you want a mixture? Just red. Hey, in all seriousness, that was awesome. Was that not?
Yeah.
That was amazing. I really believe in my younger days I would like to think I could do that, but I will never know. I will never know. Who would like the little barrel? Crystal. Crystal, you really impressed me. The only girl that did that. That was very good. And she's had 3 kids. All right, very good. So this next award, I want to give and present to a person that has really deserved this. So at this time, Brother Tom, come on down. So I don't know if many of y'all know this, so I'll share this. Literally tomorrow, not tomorrow, Sunday, the day after we get back, he has got to go on a plane and he's going to be away from home for a month due to his job. And I know where he's going, I know what he's got to do, and it's not going to be fun. And I know all the things that he's been through this week. It's very difficult. I do believe he needs this. How many would agree he needs to leave? All right. So at this time, I'd like to ask 2 individuals come down. Nicole and also Caleb Mullins. No, I'm sorry. Wrong Caleb. This Caleb. Wrong Caleb. That's right. It was this Caleb. So all through the week, I was seeing you guys, man, you were the cheers. I mean, you cheered like crazy. So I'm going to give you both. Here's yours. You're a winner. And you win this. So, yeah, go ahead and cheer. That's it. All right, Caleb, you stay here. Nicole, you're dismissed. But not only is Caleb, not only is he the biggest cheerer, but he is truly the life of this party. Now you go back. So, I got to bring this out too. I've never witnessed this ever in my life. So, I'd like to ask Hayden, come on down. I've never seen this before.
Yes, I do.
So this young man is the only person in the history of sword drills to get hurt. He's the only one. I've never heard of anybody getting hurt in sword drills. And I thought 911 was going to be called yesterday. But it didn't just stop there. Every time I turned around, he was bleeding, he was cut, he needed a band, he needed medical attention. So we're going to give you this, and hopefully you can make it home. I don't know if you will. You need it already. Hey, save that, because we're going to play something out here in a few minutes. All right. So, at this time, I'd like to ask Dre to come down.
Yeah, brother!
So Dre, this is his last year being a camper. Last year. He's getting ready to go off to Bible college. I really do hope and pray that he comes back next year as a counselor. I really do. I've really loved having to met you and to be around you. So he is truly the big man on the campus. So I'm going to give you this so everybody knows that you are a true man. So hold on. But there was another individual here that really looks very much like you and has a lot of the same characteristics. Caleb, come on down. They do, don't they? So here, you're a big man on the campus too. If anybody saw this man wrestle, you know he is the man. Sorry, Tyler. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take that phrase. Nope.
Trey, just put it on there and rip off all your pictures.
You do? You have a mustache? Did anybody ever see that mustache? Oh, he doesn't even know where it goes. All right, y'all can be seated. All right, at this time, I'd like to ask Kara and Chloe to come down. Come on down. Hey, here, come on over. So I have heard all week long. You know what, let's go ahead. Come on down, Cameron. So I've heard all week long, and this shocks me, that he is kind of a pain in the rear to y'all all the time. Am I right on this? So as a camp, I wanted to give y'all this hemorrhoid cream. So this will help you through the course of the year. So y'all can share this and give this to your brother whenever it comes. You need it. Did y'all get your pictures? You proudly taking that? All right. Very good. Yes. And Cameron, we're very happy you're here too. We hope you come back too. So at this time, I thoroughly have enjoyed being around him. This is my second year. I've really loved getting to know him and just spending some time. So Brandon, come on down. And put that camera where you can see. This man is truly a warrior. And you're going to know why here in a second. I've been in the position you're getting ready to be in. Not as much as what you're about. But he's getting ready to drive that van home with all your stinky luggage. He is a trooper. Oh, you're not taking his credit.
No, I got stinky luggage in my bus.
Is it in your bus? So you're not even going to have to deal with the stink? share this if you would like.
I was already in there and already things.
So, but still, I believe you're going to need this too.
I'll spread it.
Has George eaten right?
Yeah. All right. At this time, I'd like to ask Isabel to come on down. I'm so happy she came. I'm so happy that she's gotten saved. She's now part of the family. There's nothing greater than that right there. But evidently through the course of the week and all this that's going on, it was said last night she was so tired that she couldn't do something other. So we want to just give her this, just to remind her that she needs to do this regardless of how tired she is. She really needs to do this. Every day. 2-3 times a day. The next person I'd like to ask to come down is Tatiana. I hope everybody's gotten to know her. She is such a sweet young girl. She is just very quiet and just, as you can see, she's just very quiet. But last night, a beast came out that I have never seen. And I'm telling you, when it came to the game time, she is one of the big reasons why this game is so phenomenal. She does it to the max. You know what? When it came right down to it, she did not mind getting her hand in a lot of this. She was a trooper in the Romans and Christians, and she don't mind getting dirty. Oh, and on top of the Romans and Christians, when it was her turn to go down to the food, she took the worst item and took it, the sardine cup, and went, what place did your team come in on that? Second. It was because of you, y'all came second. That was awesome. There you go. Oh, you know what? I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Can I ask the two sisters to come back up here again? And Cameron? They need another gift. Because he's truly a pain, evidently. So this is a hot and cold pain relief pack. So when the hemorrhoid cream doesn't work, then you can throw this on him. That's it. Yes. All right. So, if y'all remember, just yesterday, Tom, I'd like for you to come on down. Come on down. Just yesterday, if you remember, our team leader had to win this. He won this, he wore it. But now, all things are back in order, am I right?
Yep. Exactly.
She in line? Jen, come on down.
Well, we won.
So you won. You won. So I would like to give you this opportunity to give your skirt back to your wife. Give her the skirt. Very good. Okay. So the very last one I have, I would like to recognize a good friend. He's done a wonderful job all during the week. I do believe he is exactly what God wanted for us this week. I'd like to ask Brother Travis, come on down. And I love how he says every time, leave me alone. Now, come on over here. So, if y'all remember, I think this goes down probably as one of the funniest kangaroo court judgments ever. And I know what's expected. Oh, I'm sure. So we're going to help you with this. So we've purchased you some of these. So when he goes home, he can be ready to help his wife and do all that cleaning. And he's got dishes waiting for him, laundry. You know, you might even have to clean up the yard. Do you have an animal? All right, so you know what these are also good for? Pinch crowding.
You just want to get home. Oh, wait.
Yeah, get your.
Hold it up.
All right. I hope you all have had a really good time. This is always so much fun, and I hate that you all have to leave. But I'm looking forward to next year. Next year, I hope each and every one of you all have already committed to be back. You know, it is great to see. You know, as soon as I started seeing some faces, it's like, oh yeah. And you know what's great is because we've gone to camp last year, I actually started to know names. So it was kind of funny. I said, hey Joe, and he's like, oh, you remember my name? And I was like, yeah. So it was really good. So I think at this time, let's see, what time is it? 11:31. Yeah. Okay, so if I could get everybody to take off their silly stuff, we're going to go over to the lodge and we're going to take a serious picture. Now, if you want to have your medals, that's fine. On the steps. So we're going to get right on the steps, right on the back porch, and then we're going to get a picture, a group picture before y'all take off, just to